Today we're going to do a install of the new Rosen AV7900 dual DVD system in a 2012 Buick Enclave. First, what you want to do is you want to prep the vehicle, make sure you're protecting all the center console, the floorboards. You don't want to leave a mess in the car, you don't want to scratch anything. Next, we're going to go ahead and pull the back panel off. There's a pry clip right inside the corner here. Push that, that releases that side. Come over to the passenger area, clip that one off, remove the seat back. That gives you access to the interior of the seat to route your cables. Next, we're going to pull the factory headrest out, lift it up. You have one clip here and then you have a safety clip here. Pull the factory headrest out, remove it. Now, we've already pre-assembled the headrest system for the vehicle sitting in the front seat. We will pull our gray cable up. That goes down the inside post. Pull the black cable up. That goes down the outer post. At this point, we'll lift the headrest with the electronics in it. Insert those into the post guides. Push them down to where they lock. Headrest is installed on the passenger side. Always leave a service loop in this seat. Give yourself about 6 to 10 inches of excess cable. That way, if the system ever has to be serviced, you're not going to damage the cables, or if the headrest gets moved up and down, you're not going to damage the cables either. Recommend just either zip tying or taping the excess cable up. The interface module for this is going to go into the passenger side floorboard underneath the driver's seat. I'm sorry, underneath the driver's seat, not passenger side. What we'll do here is, we've already pre-ran some of the cables to make the installation a little more seamless. This is going to go down to the bottom of the passenger seat and plug into our black and gray extension cables down there. Those are going over to the interface module underneath the driver's seat. And we'll come back and we'll do that final connection after we do the driver's seat. Now we're going to move over to the driver's side seat and duplicate what we just did on this side. Same thing, reach inside the top corner, release the clip in the passenger side or driver's side too. Remove the seat back, put it out of the way so it doesn't get harmed. Remove the OEM headrest. Reach over, grab your gray cable again, go down the outer side post on this side. Black cable goes on the inner post on the driver's side. Same thing on this side, you want to leave a service loop. Being that the interface module is on this side, we can probably stash most of the excess cable in the seat back on this vehicle, since we've already got the interface module harness already routed up into the seat. Shorter distance, excess cable, get rid of it in the driver's seat. Again, make sure you leave the service loop so that the headrest can move up and down. And if you ever had to get into them to service a cable or anything like that, you've got room, excess cable. You've got a gray connector, plugs into the gray connector here. Black connector, plugs into the black connector here. Make sure that you don't force it. If it doesn't want to fit, maybe there's a pin bent inside, you want to make sure that you just double check. Shouldn't plug in nice and snug. It will click into place. Tuck your cables in here. Upon final installation and testing everything, that's when we'll put the seat backs back on. We want to make sure everything's up and functioning 100% before we fully assemble the vehicle, just in case something was misconnected or something is not working like it's supposed to. So right now, the headrest portion of the installation is done. We're going to do the interface module, which again, we're going to put underneath the driver's side seat. Again, we've pre-routed the cables. Notice there's a pre-cut seam in the carpet, which makes it nice and easy to do the installation. Driver's side cable already routed up into the seat. And then passenger monitor cable routed through the seam in the carpet over to the passenger side. Cable in, make sure it seats properly and clicks in place. Again, if you find any resistance here, just make sure that you're not damaging any of the plugs or connectors inside, pins. And then we've also got the power harness we've already routed. Power we got on the driver's side kick panel. There's a main harness that runs down the A-pillar that provides us with the ignition and a ground wire. We'll leave this and we'll come back and actually screw that down to the carpet. We don't screw it down to metal. We don't want to damage any of the floorboards or anything like that. So we also leave the auxiliary 2 accessible for the end user. So at this point, we'll go ahead and go up front. We'll expose the the driver's side kick panel and hook up power and ground. Rotate the seat back, pop the sill plate off. Again, we've already determined which our wires are. We've got a factory ground point here, and we've got a white wire here that's your accessory wire. The Rosen systems don't need a constant for the headrest, they have flash memory, so it makes it pretty simple. ACC and ground. On the Rosen system, the module is actually fused at the interface module itself, so it's accessible for an end user or consumer or somebody. If anything was to happen where the system blew a fuse, it's underneath the driver's seat at the interface module. It can be replaced at any time. It's not hidden, out of sight, out of mind. Makes it user friendly. Now we've got our ACC and ground connected. Let's put this back together. Make sure everything seats properly, snaps back into place. You don't want any rattling or vibration. One additional wire, the Rosen FM transmitter wire. It's a purple wire. We prefer that it either go towards the antenna in the vehicle, which could be in the rear quarter windows, or to the back of the radio where the antenna connection is made at the radio. So what we did is we ran this purple wire up the center console. We'll tuck it up in here and we'll take it towards the back of the factory radio. Try to get it as close to the factory radio as you possibly can, and keep it out of harm's way with regards to any gas pedals or any harnesses or any movable parts. That gives you the best FMT reception that you could possibly have. That's tucked out of the way, it's good to go. What we'll do is finish all connection points, make sure everything's seated properly, nice and tight, and we'll power them up. Everything's good here, this is connected, the interface module is good underneath. Turn the key on, start the car up. Looks good here. We've got the power indicator illuminated. Press that button. The system should power on. Everything looks good. You'll want to do one final test. You'll actually load a disc into it. One thing to remember is the Rosen, you load the disc with the label facing forward. So we've got top load here, takes your disc, says loading. DVD playback. We'll test the FMT, press the button. Speaker sound on 88.1. We're gonna go ahead and go to the factory radio, turn it on, and tune to 88.1. Looks like everything's working as it's supposed to.
All about profit, hidden profit in every vehicle in your inventory, according to the National Automobile Dealers Association.
Tune that back down. Now it looks like installation's complete. Everything's functioning like it should. We'll go ahead and reassemble the vehicle.